Welcome to the Profitpreneur Power Play podcast, your daily dose of strategies, insights, and action steps to grow your business and build your freedom. It's time to stop playing small and start making power plays.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Profitpreneur Power Play podcast. I'm your host, Valerie Walton, and today we're going to talk about something that we're all thinking about, some more than others, but everybody thinks about this at least once, and that is money. How do you start making this money that you're looking to make? And I'm going to give the example today of network marketers because we have so many watching us on just simple things that you can start doing. So just remember this, network marketer, okay? If you're going to make money that is going to be sustainable, one of the most important things that you're going to have to do, I'll name two. Two of the most important things you're going to have to do is one, build up a strong customer base. And then two, you'll need to build up a really strong team. The team needs to know what the hell they're doing. Right. And if you came into network marketing and you didn't really know what you were doing, or even if you had some idea what you were supposed to do, you didn't feel confident doing it, then think about what your teammates probably are thinking and feeling. Right. They need some confidence. Right. And the confidence comes from not only becoming more aware of what you are supposed to do. Right. What are the steps? What are the keys for you to start making money? But also feeling confident that when you go out and do it, that you know what you're doing, right? You feel good about it. So many people are feeling imposter syndrome and feeling all these different things where they second guess themselves and all of that. And you don't want that to be your team because they're not going to be reliable. And yeah, let's face it, your team is going to be a source of income for you because you're going to get matching bonuses and all that kind of stuff depending on the company that you join. So one tip that I would give you is to first, before you even join a company. Now, if you're already in one, I mean, you're in there, but go look at their comp plan. We have a ton of videos on popular companies' comp plans. And we should do more. We're thinking about it. Let us know if you want more. Okay. But when you look at these comp plans, here's the deal. In essence, the way you make money with network marketing is the same across the board, right? Customers and team. Simple. But what some of these companies make you do to make that happen, the hoops that you got to jump through, the rate of pay, those are the things that are different, to the point that it can help determine for you whether or not you should even be in that particular company or go join another one. One of the things that I like to think about is for every 100 people that I bring in, whether it's customer, recruit, whatever, I might do the math for both. But for every 100 people that I'm putting in my time, effort, and energy into, how much money am I making? Versus another company, if I do the same work, the same time, attention, and energy, get in the same amount of people, how much am I getting paid? Okay. And yes, there are going to be some folks that are going to be averse to network marketing. Don't worry about them people because they don't get it. They probably have never owned a business before. They may not have even ever been in charge of a group of people before, so they don't get it. But let's be real, network marketing is what has allowed us to have our first self-made female millionaire in the United States of America. You cannot argue that just all network marketing is a scam. That's ridiculous. So don't even waste your time on those folks. But when you think about it, this is no different than, I shouldn't say it's no different. It's almost exactly the same as affiliate marketing. You're referring people to a product or a service that you use yourself or you love yourself, right? Or you've had some experience with. You refer them, you get paid. That's the customer base part. That's easy, right? You're not going to get paid on being all excited. You're not going to get paid for every post you put up. You get paid for acquiring customers for the company through referrals. That ain't, there ain't nothing else to it, Jill. Okay. Now, where it's different from affiliate marketing is you also get paid when you help this company bring in more people just like yourself. More people who are hungry for even just a little bit of extra cash, right? They're hungry for it, not desperate for it. You start bringing desperate people to your mind, and so will they. So you don't want that, okay? You want people that are hungry, meaning that they have a strong work ethic, that they have some integrity, right? They say they want to make money, that they'll actually do that. They'll actually go out there and go make some money. That's what's important, okay? You want folks like that. If you don't know nobody like that, and everybody you know is only used to one system of things, one way of making money, then you're not going to be able to bring those people onto your team. And even if you do, you're going to feel, or eventually you may feel like you've manipulated them to do so because they don't have a real interest in it. They don't understand that there's more than just this one system of go to school, compete, get good grades so you can get into, compete to get into a good college, compete there so that you make good grades so you can get a degree, then compete some more to get a job, and then compete with the people on your job. If that's the only system they know and they think, oh, that's legit, don't bother with them. But you definitely going to need to make some new friends. Okay, you're going to need some new people. So, when you are bringing people onto your team, now the question is, how do you show up as a strong leader? Well, see, this is where that whole start off with the comp plan comes into place, because you're going to need a plan for yourself that you can now show other people worked for you. The days of, oh, just get in and just go talk to people. That crap is done. People ain't got time for that. They're like, no, y'all are telling me say this script, it's magical. I'm gonna make some money if I just say it like this. No, that ain't true. Everybody done figured it out. Stop doing that. Okay. So instead, you need a real plan. You need a plan of action. You need a strategy as to how you're going to connect with people, build up a customer base, right? An audience, and be able to show people, demonstrate to people that you are a credible, reliable, trustworthy, consistent person. Number one, before they even listen to anything you got to say about anything, you got to do that part. Then you can point them to what you recommend for them, right? You need a plan for that. So one of the best ways to figure out what your plan is going to be, including the more and more that you do this, how many folks do you actually need to hit certain goals that you have? What are the goals that you have? Like all of that. Before you even get into that, you have to look at your comp plan. And no, don't just go to your upline and ask them, how does the comp plan work? Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you, oh, don't worry about that. Just get out there and go talk to people. You know why they tell you that? Because they don't understand the comp plan either, and they don't know how it works. And yes, you have a few lucky ones that, because they have an audience already, because they have a certain level of influence, a certain circle of friends that they have influence over, yeah, they can easily bring people into anything they want to. They can refer people to whatever, and people will go and get it because it's them. But that's not a business strategy. Having a bunch of friends is not the strategy. Okay? So you got to be careful who you looking at. Also, a lot of these network marketing companies will pay people who are high up in one company to come over to their company and help boost it up real fast. I mean, that's what happened with Live Good. Oh, should I not say that? That's what happened with what's the name of that one company? I think it's Vemma or something. When they were starting to go downhill, some other like health and wellness companies were pulling leaders and saying, hey, we'll pay you if you come over here. We'll give you a bonus. Like those little backhand deals happen in network marketing. Yes, they do. Okay. Have I ever participated in that? No. I earned every dime in a very transparent way. So you have to consider that when you're looking at folks that are just so high up on the ladder. You're like, oh my gosh. And I think this is also why some folks start feeling like, well, is network marketing really a fair shake? Because you do have that. It exists. Okay. Anybody telling you it doesn't probably got one of those deals. But yeah, they exist. So for you, what are you going to do? So when you look at the comp plan, pay attention to the percentages that you're getting paid for the work that you do and ask yourself, do I feel like working for that? Right? Some commissions for products are as low as 7%. Some can be 20%. Some can be a little more than that. Do you want to get paid for that? If you got a product that's $100 and you're getting a 20% commission, that's cool, $20 per product sale. But if you have a certain goal and $20 product sales going into your pocket isn't going to be enough, because you need, I don't know, let's say you're trying to, how much you want to make? Let's say you just want to make an extra $1,000 per month, and you want to, you're making $20. You're going to need 50 sales. So if you want $1,000 per month, you need 50 sales every single month. Now, are you working on your own? Is the way that you get the 20% from your own personal volume sales, or is it coming from the team, or what? You need to look that up in your comp plan. How much do you get from you versus when your team is selling? How much do you get? Because sometimes they're different percentages. You need to pay attention to the bonuses that you get and how often you get them. These one-time bonuses, sometimes people get so excited about, but then it's one time, it's gone. So what happens next month? See, these are the things that you have to pay attention to, and then you can develop a plan. Typically, when it comes to your goals, a lot of them are going to be monetary goals, because you're in a business. Businesses need to make money, period. This is great. You want to heal the world and touch folks and help folks. But in the process of you doing that noble work, the point is to make the money, bring in the revenue, generate a profit margin that's going to be high enough to make it worth it for you. So I do it in 3 steps, and I remind network marketers to do this. Step 1, just make something, because that helps to raise your belief level much stronger, much faster. The possibility, then you also have to consider, just have money thrown at you. You have to have a system, a way to do it. Second thing is about work towards making your first $100. Just go ahead, make your first $100, right? Then we could go to, or you could do, let's make your first $100, or we could go to, let's hit your first rank. Depends on how much is involved for you to hit that first rank, right? And then the third thing is hit your income goal, right? So you could do it like that. Another set of goals is, first, make something. That's always going to be first, make something. Second is to make a return on your investment, work towards that. And then third is to get yourself into profit mode to hit that freedom number. What is the number that it's going to take for you to be free from the other income that you make, but maybe you don't want to make it in that way anymore? So these are things that you'll want to write down. Inside of Profitpreneur, we help you figure out what that's going to be and get it recorded and help you stay accountable so that you stay in integrity. That is so important to me. And it has been my whole life, is to be a woman of integrity. I mean what I say what I mean. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. There are no excuses. And even if something comes up where I could use that as an excuse, I do not opt into that. Y'all will never see me say, oh, I know I said I was going to do it, but I didn't. See what had happened. Ain't nobody ever heard me say that. It's just not in me. Right. And I'm not saying that to say I'm a better person than other people. I'm saying it to remind you that that's an option in life. You do not have to have all of these excuses. Right. Just make it happen. You really can do that. So anyway, you're looking at that. Now, here's what's cool. When you understand how your comp plan works, so that you understand how making money here works, then you have a plan, you have some goals, right? You have some goals, and then you go about making a plan. Guess what? Now you get to show that to every team member that comes in. And now you can make it easier on yourself by making a template. You make a template of whether it's going to be a recorded training or a recorded call or a handbook, whatever. Now you can give that out over and over again instead of you having to repeat yourself manually in person over and over again. Leverage. Okay. So let's say, I know there was a company that we were in where in order to hit the first rank, you needed about 15 customers and you hit the first rank. And when you did that, one of the ways you got paid was you got $3,000, and it wasn't a bonus. That was going to be your monthly revenue if you can maintain your 15 people, right? 15 customers. We're not even talking about people signing up to join the business and become reps and all of that. Your customers. So, well, now I know what to do. I need to go and gather up 15 customers as fast as possible. Now, see, if I had gone, and we did, we went and looked at the comp plan before we joined the company. So guess what we did? We didn't join the company until we had 15 customers. Okay. Now, if you're curious as to what company that was that we were in, I'll tell you, it's no big deal. We're not in it anymore, but we were in Cruises. At that time, the way that their comp plan was set up, and as far as my memory serves me, we needed 15 people up front. Okay. And we knocked out a bunch of goals with that. Our first 5 people helped us become membership free. So now we didn't have money coming out of pocket, out of our household income. That $100 a month for the membership, to be able to continue getting these discounts and be matched 2-to-1 for our money going towards cruises and stuff. We didn't have to put anything in, but we still had $200 every month going towards being able to take a cruise. So that was pretty cool. So that solved that. But then we went beyond the 5 and we continued going till we came up with 15. Why? Again, so we could hit that first rank. Once we knew we had a solid 15 people, then we joined and we turned it into this fun, almost like a launch party, right? Where we told people on this date, we're all going to get our memberships. And we did that. So I'm just saying, like, you going to need a solid, simple plan. And you need to have some work ethic, because you're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to put in some effort. You're going to have to put in some energy in order to start making money online. And that's, I'm using network marketing today as an example. But honestly, with anything, you're going to need to figure out how you get paid, work the numbers to see if it's worth it to you to get paid that way, and then figure out your goals and figure out a plan. Done. All right. So that is pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything, please make sure to let me know. Drop them in the comments. You can also reach out to us if you like on social media. Have no problem with that either. Most importantly, make sure that you get yourself a membership into the Profitpreneur Academy. Our affiliate marketing track just rolled out, and it is so helpful to have that step-by-step. How exactly do I do this? What's the order that I go about things? I keep seeing random stuff online, but I need a structure. This is it for you. Okay. So make sure that you at least get your 14-day trial. Check us out. And if you have questions, let us know. Again, thank you so much for hanging with us today. We'll see you again. Same time, same channel.